Hi, my name's Rainbow Mess, and I was looking at the soundcore q30s a little while back, and I was like, maybe I should buy them? And I looked at YouTube, and there are a ton of reviews, but none of them really covered what I wanted in any detail. So I bought them because I didn't really have any options, and I was like, oh, these are pretty good. And then I was like, maybe I should make a review of them? And then I wrote a review, but it was 3,000 words long, and it compared them to like 20 different headphones. And I was like, maybe that's a bit much. So I rewrote the review, and now it's going to be real short and just tell you what I want you to know. And that's it. Surprise! So first, just a disclaimer about the sound signature that I like. Everyone's ears are different. You might not like the same sound signature that I do, but I like really wide soundstage and like a little less treble and bass usually because I have mild tinnitus, so I listen at very low volumes and I tend not to crank anything too much. So let's talk about the stuff that I like about this headphone. First, looks really great. This color of pink is fantastic. I actually also really like the feel. It's very like soft touch plastic, which I actually love the feel of soft touch plastic. It feels more premium to me than other options. In general, I would say it's not terrible at any one thing really. Like, this is a good enough headset for all the stuff that you want. And that's something that's really notable in the price range that these play in. Let's talk about things that I think are just okay on these headphones. The microphone, it's usable. People will hear you. It's just okay. The sound quality, the EQ really helps, but the sound quality is par. I would say it's probably a step under the XM3s, but with the equalizer, it's good enough to use normally for me. ANC is also, it's okay. It's really helped out by the ear pads, but if you're comparing these to like the latest Sony, there's no comparison. These are just much worse. I would say the noise canceling is okay. So let's talk about what I don't like. When I first got these, it hurt to wear them for long periods. This has actually kind of gone away over time. I think maybe they've broken in a little bit, but the clamping force, I'm very sensitive to clamping force, but I just couldn't wear these, especially with my glasses. So I would like tilt my glasses up a little bit, like, so that I could have a seal around my ear. Just a little awkward, you know? There's noticeable latency on Windows, except if you set it to exclusive mode in the options, in the Bluetooth menu in Windows. So be sure to do that. I would say also that there's this weird firmware issue where some of these can't get the latest firmware and it fixes like a few bugs. So like the actual features of the headphone can change depending on if you have the right version. I think most of them are the right version, but it's something to be aware of. I think it's really dodgy. So I like these. I use them as my daily headphones. They feel like they're a more budget XM3 to me. Like every part is more budget except for the microphone, which in this exists and in the XM3 does not. So yeah, if I had to make up an award for these, it would be the best headphones I have that are pink and also fairly comfortable and good enough to use in most situations. There's a little creaking when you do this, but it's not that bad, and it doesn't happen when they're on my head. Yeah, I'll have a link to the EQ that I use in the description, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Yeah, have a good day. Bye. I have like mild tinnitus that I got from the pain of existence, and I like not having that hurt. Did these talk? No.